Hi, John Wesley Bready. This Freedom Whence, page 287. Bready is taking up other great social movements that grew out of the evangelical revival. Here he's dealing with the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals and with the great urban missions movement that grew out of the work of David Nasmith. The Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, founded in London in 1824, is not only the largest but the oldest animal protection society in existence. In Britain, it has more than 2,000 branches and employs 230 full-time inspectors. This is back around 1940. Every year, it offers free veterinary service to 250,000 mute creatures. Not only has it promoted much animal protection legislation and created an organization which guarantees its enforcement, but it has circulated much knowledge regarding bird and beast life and has mediated kindness toward all dumb creatures, particularly those domesticated as helpmeets of man. Prizes offered by the Society draw forth every year hundreds of thousands of competition essays from British school children, all dealing with the habits and rights of the beast and bird world, while also the Ladies' Committee of the Society, by numerous means, predisposes the nation's children to kindness toward all the lower animal creation. Scarcely is it surprising to discover that Arthur Broome, founder of the RSPCA, which now has mothered hundreds of kindred societies the world over, was an obscure evangelical clergyman. Neither is it surprising, on examining the records of the society, to find that at its inaugural meeting, the great evangelical emancipator, Sir Thomas Fowell Buxton, was in the chair, and that both William Wilberforce and Sir James Mackintosh were present as supporters, while all three of these humanitarians, along with Richard Martin, MP, and other enthusiasts, were on the committee of the infant organization. Again, it is pertinent that the Ladies' Committee of the RSPCA was founded by that remarkable evangelical leader, the Baroness Burdett-Coutts, or Coutts, while it was also who, in 1869, laid the foundation stone of the present headquarters of the Society in London. Nor was this manifestation of kindness toward animals unrelated to the earliest teaching of the revival. No one had more sternly opposed the sport of baiting animals than Wesley. He made it a fixed rule, moreover, among his itinerant preachers, that never after a journey should they seek food or rest themselves till they had made sure that the horse, which shared their labors, had been properly fed, brushed, bedded, and, if necessary, blanketed. Cowper, too, the classic poet of the revival, wrote, "I would not enter on my list of friends, though graced with polished manners and fine sense, yet wanting sensibility, the man who needlessly sets foot upon a worm." The famous London City Mission, as emphatically as the RSPCA, was in the immediate succession of the Great Revival. David Nasmith, its founder, was born of poor but pious Glasgow parents in 1799. At 14, he became secretary of the Glasgow Youth's Bible Association. When 16, he was a successful Sunday school teacher. When 18, he volunteered as a missionary candidate for Africa. And sore was his disappointment when he learned that for lack of sufficient educational background, his application was unsuccessful. Nevertheless, if secular employment must still demand much of his time, a missionary he had to be, wherever a door would open. When 19, he became honorary secretary of Glasgow Bridewell Association, giving unsparingly of his time to the prisoners. When 20, to his great delight, he was appointed, at £60 per year, to the assistant secretaryship of Religious and Charitable Institution House, Glasgow, a post which sharpened his organizing abilities and revealed to him the deeper needs of the slum dwellers of his city. When 27, Nasmith launched upon his real-life work. Resigning his secretarial post, he founded the Glasgow City Mission, and having established it upon interdenominational foundations of service to the needy, proceeded in 1828 to Dublin, where he founded a similar mission. The year 1830 found him in America, where he created not only the New York City mission, but also missions in a score of larger centers of the USA and Canada. In 1832, after much effort, he established a city mission in Paris, while in May 1835 came the crowning success of his life, the founding of the London City Mission. The cooperation of all Christians of whatever denomination upon which these missions were founded would have been unthinkable but for the influence of the evangelical revival. Buxton became the first honorary treasurer of the London City Mission, and the co-laborers of enthusiasts, Anglican and nonconformist, made possible its marked success. Within 22 months of its founding, the London City Mission was commanding the full-time paid services of 63 missionaries in the most neglected purlieus of London, together with the voluntary efforts of many helpers. From the beginning, it entered into fullest cooperation with both the British and Foreign Bible Society and the Religious Tract Society. No sooner was it on its feet than it established its own magazine, and never since has that organ missed its monthly publication. Today, the LCM has 270 full-time missionaries ministering to the underprivileged of the metropolis, not only through the medium of the English tongue, but through 20 other languages. And this staff is assisted by some 2,000 Sunday school teachers and other voluntary workers. Every year, LCM missionaries pay more than 1.5 million home visits among those the churches hardly touch. To scores of thousands of struggling people, especially mothers, they act as guides, counselors, and friends. At the sick bed, in hospitals, lodging houses, among criminals and prisoners, they are ministering angels. In their own halls, they instruct over 20,000 Sunday school children. They conduct temperance guilds, Bible classes, mothers' meetings, and young people's societies. They preach too in the open air, distribute Bibles and Christian literature, provide thousands of free beds and tens of thousands of free meals, while also they annually send multitudes of poor children for a day's outing by the sea. And all this is made possible by gifts of about £75,000, which Christian people yearly bestow upon the mission. Next time, the YMCA. A link. This is Michael Green's discussion of why the church is burgeoning in East Asia. See you soon.